So should this wait? Is this like the complicated show, the uncomplicated thing? Because we're all here, guys. We're all here. We're here. Abdullahi, is that a ladder behind you?
You're on mute. You're on mute.
You're on mute. Is that a ladder behind you?
Yeah, my workplace ladder.
Are you in a warehouse?
Yeah, the construction field. That's my job. That's what I do.
Oh no! But are you the only person there? So
I just finished working as a construction. Look at my hand.
So you don't have a co-worker there, someone to talk
to? My co-worker already
left.
They left already. They left.
And they just left it there like that.
They work like from 5 to 3 o'clock, 5 a.m. to 3 o'clock.
And why? When is your shift? From when to when?
I start after them. I start like 8 o'clock.
Wow. So 8 a.m. till.
I'm a general contractor. They are subcontractor. It's a difference.
Basically, it's almost similar to me. Like I'm like a contractor. So
yeah, I'm a general contractor. There are people like who work like people who kind of repair the toilet, the basin, this kind of stuff. This is what they do.
Wow. So guys, look, man, this is a question and answer, man. So guys, everybody in the comment thing, send us your questions, send us your views. Daniel, what are you eating? What are you eating?
I have manners. I don't talk with food in my mouth. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on. What kind of person are you? Look, you can talk with food in your mouth. Why
chicken,
not, man?
Chicken pot pie. So.
All right. Hakimi to Chelsea. Thoughts for the summer?
I swear HH typed this up. I swear HH put this question up.
No, I'm not cheap slam. It's the first question that I saw here. So Hakimi to Chelsea. Thoughts for summer? See, my thing is that if Hakimi is brought in, then what happens to Hudson-Odoi? And as Piliqueta, that's a right back, right wing back as well. So unless he wants to give show and thingy competition and so forth, I mean, because Hakimi is quality, I'll give it that. Hakimi is quality, and I think it does make sense for the kind of football that Homeboy wants to play. So,
I think, look, the whole Hudson-Odoi right wing back experiment, I don't think it's a long-term thing. I think it's one of those where I think Tuchel's trying to, get something from him and utilize what he is probably his best assets right now out wide on the right. I think if you listen to Tuchel after the match on Saturday or Sunday, he did say something about Hudson-Odoi playing from the left or running the ball from the left. So I think down the line, you might see him play that left inside forward in the half space there. That's probably his long-term future. So Chelsea might be in the market for a right back, but I don't know if Hakimi will be the guy because we already have Reece James. And Azpilicueta is a good deputy who can also play the right center back there. So look, I'll say no because it's a financially irresponsible deal based on what Chelsea are trying to do. So, no.
Abdullahi, Hakimi, you want it? On mute, man.
I think we already have. I think we already have Reece James. I don't think that will work because Cho can play on the right. He can also play on the left.
Yeah, continue.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I think it's got a delay.
we can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh, okay. Cho can play on the right. He can also. He can play on the left. He can also play on the right. So I don't think we have Reece James. Why are we gonna get another right back again?
So you wouldn't want Hakimi then?
I don't think so.
I mean, the only thing is probably if, for example, the club are trying to sell Alonso, and this next few months are just a thing where let's try and improve his value, and maybe someone like Atletico comes up with 30, 40 mil or something, and then we ship him off. Then you can get Hakimi because Hakimi can also play on the left. So that might be a possibility where it's Hakimi and Chilwell, and Hakimi give you the versatility of someone who can play on the right and the left wing back position. So that might be something to look out for. But Other than that, man, nah.
Does Chill make it in the new system?
No.
No. Look, for me, I think that when you just saw what Alonso did and you saw what Chilwell did in the previous game, I think it's over for Chilwell. I think he's even going to look at Emerson before Chilwell now. I think with the system that's being played, you need to actually know how to play football. And I'm not sure whether Chilwell actually knows how to play football.
Let me respond to Gatlock. Gatlock, I am a construction engineer, man. I've been working since morning. You won't kill me? This ladder here, as you see here, beside me here. The ladder you see beside me here. This is my former subcontractor. They're working tomorrow. You won't kill me? I get life now.
Okay. I wonder, instead of Chilwell as left wing back, if Tuchel would be more inclined, perhaps, to rest when resting Hudson-Odoi. You play Reece James as the right wing back, and you play like a Pulisic as the left wing back, and you kind of like flip the system. Rather than Chilwell being left wing back behind Alonso, you put a left winger as you put on the right.
Similar to what he's doing with Hudson-Odoi,
Right,
then.
but just put Reece James as the Alonso, but just flip it. I think that's probably more likely than seeing Chilwell at left wing back. He tried it. He just didn't play well.
No, I think because it was one of those things where we're like, okay, it's one game and so forth. I think he played so bad. He looked so out of pocket in that system and so forth. I think it was he'd already convinced himself that, you know what's like, there is no way that this guy can actually.
It was that one chance that he had against Wolves, and I'm sure Tuchel, probably watching finishing, thinking about what Alonso did with Kante and Sarri, was like, if that chance falls to Alonso,
Wolves,
right.
He hits the target
at least he's putting it on target. He might not score, but it's not going to Rosette. So
I'm telling you right now, if that chance fell to Alonso, it was a goal. I said it last Friday, and I still repeat it today, man. If that was Alonso, goal.
At the very least, the keeper makes a save. That's the thing. At the very least, the keeper makes a save, man.
Wait, okay. I have my own question. Do Abdullahi and Eddie think that Alonso should be out of the Brick Academy?
It's tough. If Chelsea if we continue, if to change his induction stuff.
I have no idea.
If we continue playing three at the back, I think Alonso needs to be taken out of the maybe the induction, maybe class A or scholar. At this moment, I think is
okay. My question,
on the try at the moment.
My question will be: is Giroud still in the Brick Academy or not?
He's suspended, I believe. He keeps on going in and out of Class A, but he's currently suspended.
I'll put Alonso in the same bracket. He's more.
So at this moment, are you?
Oh my God! Is he still talking? So what I'll say is, I think Alonso is in the same kind of area as Giroud at the moment, in the sense that he's got his own uses. You use him wrongly, then you got to know what's coming. But if you use him in the right way, he can be very, very effective for you, as we saw over the weekend.
Might I suggest, Hope, that you create a wing in the Brick Academy for useful bricks?
Someone mentioned that to me. Someone said that to me.
Giroud, Alonso, I can't say Willian anymore, but useful bricks. You should have a special section. These are bricks, but they're useful bricks.
Yeah.
Chicken pot pie, guys. It's gone now. It was delicious.
No, but see, my thing is, so if I create a section for useful bricks, that means you can never leave. You're there for life.
No, you can still go back to the Brick Academy.
No. But I'm saying, okay, once you're in the useful brick, how do you stop becoming a useful brick?
When you become useless,
you don't like.
So no, baby. So at this point, that means you're either a useful brick or you're a brick.
Yeah.
Giroud,
That's a raw deal, man.
Giroud, Llorente, Alonso, Serge Aurier could be a useful brick. There's many players who could be useful bricks.
All right, man. What was I say, man? Because I know someone said something about the Oos.
Another player you've cursed.
Okay. Why is Alonso a wing back? He said he should have been a striker. You see,
Why is Alonso a wingback?
No, no, no,
It's because at Sunderland he started on as a left midfielder in 4-4-2, if memory serves. So he wasn't a left back in the 4-4-2. He was the left midfielder,
Midfielder, yeah.
which for all intent and purpose might as well be a left wing back. So that was his formation, at least starting in England. So
I think he also played the same position and left from back at Fiorentina before.
yeah, he did. He did. No, but see,
Sorry.
my thing is that it's like Marcelo. People say, "Oh my gosh, Marcelo, you're so good at this left. You're such a good footballer. Why you as a left back? Why can you play as a striker?" And I think this comes from just even playing football. The way your brain works in that wing back position is very different from playing striker. So all because you are really good and you're a really good footballer and you can score goals as a wing back doesn't mean that can translate as playing a striker, because as a striker there's less space for you to work with. So therefore you have to tailor your game to that. As a wing back you have that entire flank to work with up and down. So he's just suited based on his game to playing that kind of wing back position, a guy that can attack you from the flanks rather
But
than putting him in
this
the
is
middle.
why him playing left back has never made sense, because he's never played there. He was either a midfielder in 4-4-2 or
Yeah.
wing back with Fiorentina and with Kante. Him playing left back is totally foreign to him. So it's never quite been fair that he's been in the team as a left back. However, if he's going to play there, he's in the Brick Academy. And it's the evil thing, because he's very useful in the attacking sense, but then he tricks managers into thinking that, I want him in my team even if I play a back four. No.
Wait, what
AJ,
is
I
this
got a
other-
question.
Oh, feel free, talk, man.
I'm listening. I think based on the reports we are having, this is my problem here now. Lampard got us Chilwell. Why the board doesn't want Chilwell? Now there's a competition going on that we want to go for Alaba. If Alaba comes in, where does Ben Chilwell place? And who goes so? Because we have Emerson,
Ben Chilwell,
Alonso, Chilwell.
his career is done.
He's going on
finished.
loan to Brighton or Southampton or someplace.
What? 50 million getting load out.
Yeah, it's like
Morata got loaned out, didn't he?
his career is over, man.
The one player Lampard bought.
It's not even one player, because there was a competition that Lampard was Oblak. And then Magana refuses.
I said the guy he
Magana
brought
refuses
in, the
to
guy
get
that he
Oblak.
vouched for was him. That was the key thing. The guy
The
that
guy
vouched for
he
was him.
wanted was Ben Chilwell and Declan Rice, man. Let's stop with the old black nonsense.
Freeze Dulahi. That's Freeze Dulahi.
Okay. Let me ask you guys this question then. Honest assessment on Tammy Abraham.
Oh, I was gonna get at this guy in the review. I think we'll have to reviews to do this weekend.
You see, HH, this is why I said, as a Chelsea fan,
Wait, say Eddie was talking, my friend. Mute your mic, man.
Yeah, look, watching the game on Sunday.
That's a lot of soda, Abdullahi. God damn.
Watching the game on Sunday, the Timo Werner Abraham thing I don't think worked, man. Abraham kept getting in the way of both Mason Mount and Timo Werner. I don't know how this guy does it, man. Even to the point where I think he had a collision with Mason Mount, which forced him out the game at halftime.
Oh yes.
Once I saw that halftime sub, I was like, "Thank God Abraham's gone, man," because this guy I don't know, he killed a lot of our attacking transitions. I don't know if you guys noticed that he kept losing the ball. So look, I don't know, man. If you're gonna play Timo Werner with a striker, I would say play Giroud. But I think if you look at the way Tuchel selected his players for this game, he looked at some of the worst players from the Wolves games and just took them off. Giroud was one of them. So I think a Timo Werner and a Giroud will work together, and Mason Mount or Ziyech in that half space next to them. So yeah, look, Tammy in this Chelsea team, I don't know how it works. I'm keen to see how Tuchel's gonna like work him into the system or create a system to suit him. But so far so good. He might as well start working on next loan to Newcastle or something, bro. Because yeah, it's peak for him right now.
You see, I think, or unless Abdullahi wants to go, but I think
He's stuck.
if he's frozen again. If you think about how much money would it cost to get a striker that's as good as Tammy that would willingly be a backup? 35 million ish, 40 million ish,
30 to 40.
You can probably get one for 25, maybe.
Who
Depending on who you scout and where you look.
Who would accept being Chelsea's number 2? Because I think Tammy would accept being Chelsea's number 2. He might not like it, but he'd accept it because he wants to be with Chelsea. Other players might not do that. So even if you bought Calvert-Lewin, I think Calvert-Lewin would want to play.
Yeah,
Tammy,
it'll cost about 40 as well.
I think Tammy is happy being the number 2. So I'm thinking Chelsea could just save money. Like, he doesn't have to be the guy. It's the same thing with Mason Mount. Although I think Mount in his position is better than Abraham in his, but he doesn't need to be the guy. And you need 3 strikers. If you're going to be a top flight team competing on in 4 different competitions, you need 3 strikers. So to say Tammy can't be one of those 3, I think is foolish. However, it depends on his own personal ambitions, which I don't know, but I would assume that if you told him you're going to play 20, 25 games a season, you'll get the cup games, you'll play every other or every 3 Premier League games, he'd accept that because he's a Chelsea guy.
But do you think Tammy would be happy being on the bench though, like being
happy and accepting are 2 different emotions. I think he'd accept it. I don't know if he'd be happy with it. But who knows? The more he plays, the better he'll get. So, for instance, if you bought Timo Werner as an example, like you're not going to make Timo Werner the backup striker because you spent too much money on him, and he wouldn't accept being number 2. Ergo, he's going to be in the team. Somebody like Tammy, who comes from the academy, I think he'll be the backup willingly. There are players like Batshuayi or Demba Ba. You would think you should be happy to be the backup striker at Chelsea, but they have their own personal ambitions and no loyalty to the football club. So I would think Tammy Abraham would accept being 2.
But here's the thing, though. What if, I don't think this is happening anyways. What if we get like a Haaland in the summer and Tammy Abraham has to accept being the 3rd striker?
I don't think he'd be the 3rd striker. I think he'd be the 2nd. So
because Giroud would have left.
Timo Werner.
Is Timo Werner a striker or a guy that you just move around?
Yeah,
because he's like a secondary striker.
Yeah,
so it would be Werner and Haaland, Werner and Tammy.
It would be Haaland competing with. It's not even competing because Haaland would play first.
Yeah,
but
Haaland,
exactly. But you're not going to play Haaland 55 times a season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You might play him 38-ish, 40-ish. So the question is, would Tammy Abraham be happy playing 20 to 25 games in the season and being the first striker off the bench? I think he would. But that's just me from the outside looking in. We'd have to ask him. But
is he the first striker off the bench, though? Because you're looking at a situation where at the moment, based on this current setup, you've got Ziyech, you've got Havertz, you've got Mount.
He was against Wolves, wasn't he?
Yeah, but that's not going to be his permanent position, though. Like, you've got to give Havertz game time. You've got to give Ziyech was only on the rest this last weekend. That's why he didn't play. So those 2 need to play. You have your Mason Mount, who I think will still be, a good player in this system, and you've got Werner competing with those guys. And you might have Hudson-Odoi moving into that position in the summer because, he's not playing wing back forever. He's not Victor Moses. So whoever thinks that is stupid. So, like, there are other players who will still come into. You still have, players you want to bring in during the summer as well. So that I don't think you want Werner competing with those guys as opposed to playing the striker as well who can finish. Because I think the reason he played him more in that position was just to take the pressure off him being the lone striker in this system. He was still playing more as a striker, whereas Mason Mount was playing more as a creator. Although I don't think Mason Mount was given as much freedom as he would have got in Lampard's system.
So Abdullahi, I think you're waiting here. Let's hope that breakdance doesn't come through.
You will have problem with this Tammy. You have problem with this Tammy and Tammy. I already told you from day one. I don't see Tammy as a Chelsea player. I keep telling you, what does this guy offer? People tell me he's the highest scorer under Lampard. Lampard is a brick manager. It's a class A. I don't want to hear that. No. What does he offer?
So
I
so
can't
you
have
say
a
that Tammy
striker
doesn't
on
have
the
any potential. You said this guy doesn't have any potential at all.
Tammy. I'm Nigeria. I will choose Visa Osimhen ahead of Tammy Abraham. I keep telling you this. You don't listen. That guy is a pure number 9. That Abraham. Abraham can't score with an head. He can't score with an head, man. I can't have a striker who can't even score goals with an head. Why are they putting? Why is he starting? He should be inducted in Class A. Why is he starting?
Wait. You're calling Tammy Abraham a brick.
Class A. Do you watch the Burnley match?
I would like you relax.
No, do you watch the Burnley match?
I would like you relax.
No.
My
Do
friend,
you
relax.
watch the Burnley match?
I said
Tammy
I'm
Abraham
telling you to relax, my friend. I'm telling you to relax.
Can't even control. Nah, I'm done. It needs to go. Get out. Done.
Yeah, look.
Swap Napoli. Tell Napoli. Abraham, give me Osimhen. Simple. Very easy. Swap.
One of my problems with Abraham is you've been with Giroud for almost 18 months now. What have you picked up from his game? Like, what have you learned from his game? Like, there's no way you can tell me 18, 19 months with Giroud and you can't even improve your hold up. You can't even improve, helping the team with the build up, because he was exposed in this Burnley game, man. Like, the way this guy was losing the ball, he couldn't control the ball. You talk about Werner's first touch. Look at Tammy Abraham, man. Like,
like when I look at Tammy, I do not yet see a guy who can consistently give you 20 to 25 at the top level. I see a talented player. I see talent there and so forth. I see ability. But in terms of, okay, you're now a striker. You need to now deliver as a striker. Hold up. Control the ball. Connect with the winger. Quickly think. Turn. Shoot. And be able to get those goals in those tight games. Like, how many times can you rely on Tammy to get the winning goal in a tight game? I don't think you can. I don't think you can. So I just think that people just have to be real with it that he's not ready for this level yet. You cannot have him as your first choice striker for a top team that's trying to win trophies. You can't have that. And especially if you're not going into like a Champions League or something, he can't be your starting striker, man. It can't be.
You know what we do? If truly we're getting Haaland, we need to do Dortmund a favor. Swap them. Don't even pay the money. Just swap. I think Abraham will.
You think
will
Dortmund
better in
will take
Bundesliga.
Hakimi in a swap?
It's 23. What at the age of 23 is not useful. It's useless if you can't even score a goal. It's useless. Swap them. Haaland is 20, so swap them. Give Dortmund Tammy Abraham and get Haaland. Simple.
Please never apply for a director of football role at any club, man. What the hell? Tammy for Haaland swap? Are you mad?
No. Don't mind him. Don't mind him. The guy just talking nonsense. Wait. So should Tuchel try Havertz
FIFA career mode
at striker, because Tammy, Werner, and Giroud have been so bad in the last 3 games? Havertz as striker?
It's not the worst idea.
I mean, if you have him playing with Werner, then yeah, but not as. I wouldn't play Havertz, Mount, and Ziyech. Whoa, that would be mad. But if you say Havertz, Werner, and Ziyech, that could work, because Havertz and Werner can interchange the strikers, and you see how that goes. But yeah, depends on who he's playing with. That's what I'll say.
What are you guys saying?
I think the Tammy hate here is a bit overboard.
That's from Abdullahi.
No, it's from the guy above Eddie.
I know. I think it's slightly overboard. Just a little bit too much, man.
I mean, like, what's your Tammy assessment?
Also,
then?
like, okay, Abdullahi, if Tammy is as bad as you say he is, why would Napoli or Dortmund want him in a swap?
Because they can improve him there. He can go to Dortmund and score goals, because that's an open league. This is the Premier League. Abraham can't score with a head. I can't have a striker who can't score with a head. No, get out. Just go. Go and play in Champions Bristol City or Accrington FC. Go and play there. It's simple. This is Chelsea Football Club. You need to be a striker and score goals and win trophies. Not doing some showbiz and some show off in Chelsea. If we don't do that in Chelsea, we win trophies, man.
It's Bristol City, Accrington.
I mean, come on, that's the Accrington, man.
That's going deep.
No. See, so there's a difference between being a
I thought he was the
footballer
next
and a good
drug
striker.
have hope. You see, Eddie, these guys up here, man. I thought he was next drug boy. Wasn't he?
What?
Are there videos? Gatlock, get the clip.
Nah,
I know
they're
you have
not,
this
man.
one. I know you have this one.
No. No. Look. For me, I never said that. See, but to this thing here is like, say, he can be a better footballer. Doesn't mean that he's a better striker. Haaland is a better striker, a better finisher.
Next Drogba, German Zidane.
No. But you see, the difference though is that he is still holding on to that German Zidane thing. I have stopped saying the whole Drogba thing a long time ago. I said that long ago, but he still says German Zidane still.
Half of it's like chill.
So what's your? Actually, I want to ask you guys this: do you think he will start Mount or Havertz on Thursday?
Money Mace, bro.
He's going to start Mount.
I think based on what he said in his press conference after the Burnley match, I think he will go with the back four. I believe he will go with the back four. I don't think he's gonna go because Ose, Undombele and Kane is not playing, so that's a big miss for Ose. So I think Thomas Tuchel will go with the back four. He wants to attack. I don't think he's gonna play wing back. I do not think so. He'll probably go with the back four, but I'm not sure who's gonna play either Ben Chilwell or Marcos Alonso. Who's gonna play the left back? I'm not sure, but I can see him playing the back four, either a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-2-2-2.
Do you think he's going to start Mount or not on Thursday?
I think I have to play either of Mount. I think so. Yep.
I think Mount's going to be in the teams, guys. I think you got to accept it.
Look, I don't
if
hate
you're going to
it.
be watching Chelsea for the next decade, just assume Mason Mount will be playing. He's going to get his 400, 500 appearances. He's going to be captain of the club. I think it's all time we just accept it. All right?
No.
It is what it is.
Daniel, I have nothing against this. I told you.
That's why I'm just
all I want is the CL and the Premier League. Like, I mean, I don't give a damn. Just give me those trophies. Make him the king.
I don't get where people think we hate Mason. Well, me personally, I don't hate Mason Mount. I think he's a good player. But the problem I said with the Lampard thing, if you look at Saturday, let's name some players. Callum Hudson-Odoi, Thiago Silva, Kovacic. Those are three players who arguably were better players on the day over Mason Mount. They were the more key players in that system over Mason Mount. What we've always said is Mason Mount cannot be the best player on the Champions League winning squad. Simple. He can be a role player. He didn't have as much freedom as he did on the Lampard. I mean, he was stuck in that right half space next to Callum Hudson-Odoi, and then Kovacic and Jorginho giving him the balls there. So if he can play that role to perfection, hey, do it. But not giving this guy full control over the midfield, then Kovacic looks lost and Kante doesn't know what he's doing. Like, come on, man, organize that. But in terms of this week, I think Mount comes off the bench. I think Mount comes off the bench because he can bring that energy.
Who plays in the hole then? Are you saying that he's going to do the same thing with two guys in the hole? So it will be Mount and Ziyech.
It'll be Ziyech and Havertz. Ziyech and Havertz, because I think he made it clear the other day that Ziyech was only a rest based on the workload over the last couple of weeks. And he is a workload guy and stuff like that. So he would also look at the Mason Mount thing because Mason Mount's played a lot of minutes this year already. That's what I'm saying. It. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Mount and Ziyech, but money is on a Ziyech and a Havertz because I think he wants Ziyech on the right half space, and only Havertz or Pulisic can play on the left. So,
do you guys remember? Do you guys remember when Sarri wasn't playing Hudson-Odoi, and every press conference, the English media was like, "Where's Callum? Where's Hudson-Odoi?
Did they?
Is Hudson-Odoi in your plans? Do you think he should be starting more games? Do you think he'll get more minutes? Blah blah blah." If that's what they were doing with Callum Hudson-Odoi, then and by the way, I listened back to the press conference, like his introductory press conference. So I heard the question that the lady asked him about Mount that you guys were talking about on Thursday, Friday for Eddie. Those questions about Mount are going to be there every week if he doesn't play. What's happening with Mason Mount? Where is Mason Mount? Did you lock him in the basement? Did you put him in a cupboard? Have you locked him in the attic? Has he gone to bed yet? Like every question that you could think about Mason Mount will be asked. So I think that is going to put pressure on Tuchel to make sure that he has that Englishness in the team. Because because Mount has been earmarked by the English media and by English football at large as being a foundational element of their next generation, along with Foden, along with the rest of them. So he's going to play because of media pressure, if nothing else.
Yeah, but if Chelsea say play Tottenham and Mount doesn't start in the first half, Chelsea get 2 goals. Mount comes in the second half and just maybe plays 20 minutes just to see out the game. Who's asking questions about Mason Mount? Who cares? Like, as long as we're winning, no one's caring who plays. Like, I think that was the thing with Sarri as well. I think this question started to come when Bayern came through, and the team wasn't playing as well at the time. So it's like, we have an academic kid here who can probably help you. Why don't you play the guy? But if Chelsea are winning, I don't think
there's winning solves everything. If you're winning, you don't have any grounds to ask anything. There are no grounds.
You guys have a lot of faith that I don't have. I said you guys have a lot of faith that I don't have. That winning will just solve not wanting an English player in the team.
Of course it will.
Danny, I think Thomas Tuchel answered that question when they asked him about Messi. He said he's part of my. He did not say it's an integral part of my team. He said Messi Mount is part of my team going forward. Now that already cleared the answer. He didn't say it's an integral part of my team. There's a difference between being an integral part of my team and being part of my team. There's a difference. So he said he's part of.
You think? Actually, okay. No, I don't want to do that this week. I'll save it. I'll save it.
So it's a question to you guys. Do you mind playing a back 3 if Tuchel continues with it?
See, I want to see how this back 3 would look against the top teams.
A better team, yeah.
Yeah, because honestly, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, when I saw the back 3 against Burnley, I was scared. Especially when you looked at that left side with Jorginho, Alonso, and Rudiger. I said, look, if they expose that area defensively, man, we're screwed. So if there's a good team that will play who probably have a bit more possession, because the thing is, the last 2 games we've had, I think, about over 70% possession, which is wild. If there's a team who, probably adjust that to say 50-something, 40-something, then I want to see how we look defensively. Because the way we play at the moment is more of a 3-2-5. Like, it's actually such an offensive formation. And that's what I was saying last week, where even Kovacic is still trying to join the attack. The only thing is he doesn't have the end product to, ball with those guys out there. But in terms of driving the ball, man's looking saucy, man. He's looking good. But, yeah, I want to see how it looks against the good teams. I don't think Tottenham will be the team to measure it upon, but because that'll be another double-decker, triple-decker bus that we're playing against. But say a team like Leeds would be a good team to test that, because they are
they're very open.
Very open. A team like Southampton as well will be a team that we can. I mean, I don't know when we'll play Leicester City next. Those are the kind of teams that I want to see us play. I'm not even looking at the Man Cities or Liverpools yet, but I just want to see us play against teams who play a bit more open, a bit more counter-attacking, and actually have more go forward in their forward line. Then I'll see if we can do this long term. But so far, man, it's looking good.
See, for me, my thing is that I have no issue with a back 3. It's like, look at Kante used a back 3-4-3, and that's what's won him the freaking title. So it's like, as long as what you're doing is effective, it doesn't really matter what for formation is. But I think to Eddie's point is Chelsea. The key thing, the defense hasn't been tested yet, so that is why we can't even say anything about how good Rudiger is. Because literally, Wolves maybe had 2-3 shots. Burnley had 1 shot, and it wasn't on target for the whole of the 90 minutes. So this defense has not had to really do anything. So my thing about the back 3 is against a team that can actually attack and is actually good in transition, and they can actually keep hold of the ball against a press. How will Rudiger and Thiago Silva fare? How will they be able to defend? How will the wing backs be able to defend? And how will they look without the ball? As I say, Tottenham, I don't know how much a Tottenham team without Harry Kane are going to test Chelsea. Because look, these guys just lost to Brighton, So I don't even know how much of a test that one is going to be, man. So what you guys, back 3, what are your...
I think the back 3, based on what Tuchel is saying, he said he won't play the back 3 that much. I think we will only play the back 3 if a team is defending, like Tottenham, Burnley, Wolverhampton Wanderers, and which team may also defend. I think those 3 teams will defend a lot. I don't think it's gonna going forward. I don't think it's gonna play back 3 going forward. He has a specific system in place. based on the position he wants to play. If you're attacking formation, he knows how to play you. If you're a defensive team, he knows where to play. So I think it's a kind of philosophy manager who is flexible enough to know, okay, this is my opponent now. I need to know how to play them. So I want to see the way he plays against Southampton, United, Manchester City, Liverpool. That's what I want to judge Tuchel about. Maybe it's gonna reverse to back 3 or back 4.
Well, they say he's flexible in it. That
He's very
moves
flexible,
into
yeah.
a position.
I
very
think
flexible.
I think what he's doing this it's been only 2 games, so it's hard to kind of draw any conclusions. But what I think he's trying to do, or what I think he should be doing, is keeping it simple. At this stage, you don't want to be chopping and changing too much because one, you haven't had a preseason. You know, normally when you have a preseason, you've tried out 10 different formations. You know which ones the team play best in. You know how these players can work. So I don't think he's doing that in training right now. You don't have the time. I mean, you play a game today, the next day is recovery, then the next day you can train. The day after that, you're working on tactics for the next game, and then boom. So basically, we're only talking of 1 day training per week, or maybe 2 days of training per week. I don't think that's enough to work on 6 or 7 formations. So what I think he's doing now is just let's use this formation, but adjust the personnel and utilize the skill set that they have. And implement that in games. I think that's what he should be doing for between now and say the next couple of months. I don't think you can try 5-6 formations like people are expecting until next season. So yeah, that's what I see.
So let me ask you guys this: what's your thoughts on the Jovacic double pivot? As in, do you think that's going to be like a mainstay? Because Jorginho is a weird player because I'm like. He's very deceitful as a player, because at times where I look at him and say like, oh, this is like a really good player, like that can really dictate things. Then you watch him get exposed in the game, you're like, oh yeah, sorry, he is trash, you know. But even in the game against Burnley, he can deceive you into thinking he's like this kind of midfield, like a peak Busquets, where Busquets. Giving the ball, that guy is keeping the ball, moving the ball around, and so forth. But I just think that's over 90 minutes. I just don't think he's going to be effective or as useful as Busquets could be in that role. Hence why I think when Kante is fit, it's going to be Kante and Kovacic. But do you see maybe a future of Tuchel relying upon Jorginho and Kovacic, or do you think Jorginho is just there to be a plan B?
I don't think so. I don't think, because Kante is fit now, and Kante, he even said I fought in PSG.
This is going to be a running thing. Abdullahi is thinking. Abdullahi, are you there?
Just mute the guy, man.
All right, Eddie, please continue.
I think Kante is like, I think that's the point Abdullahi was getting to. Kante is a player Tuchel's always wanted. And Kante is literally the best.
The sad part is he's probably still talking.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Kante is probably the best midfielder we have in terms of obviously the double pivot. So, and Kovacic is the one player we have who can drive the ball forwards, like we're saying. So it makes sense to play the Kante Kovacic thing. Against teams who sit back, it makes sense that you play Jorginho or Jovacic, as you want to call them, because we're gonna have 60-something% possession. We're gonna have all the ball. It's all about breaking the team down. But against your teams like your Liverpools, your Uniteds, your Leicester City, who are gonna run, who are gonna have a bit more of the ball, who are gonna make us move around, I think it makes more sense to play a Kante, who is better defensively. So it depends. Look, Tuchel's a guy who plays his who sets up his team based on the opposition as well. That's one of the key things that he does, especially defensively. So we might see, I wouldn't call it more of a plan B, but it's just based on who we're playing. We might see different people, and I think the 3 key guys will be Jorginho, Kante, and Kovacic. I don't know who else plays in the double pivot that we could use. Gilmore is more of a when we've got time you can play. I don't think he'll be key.
If Cho adapts to the right wing back position, do you think Tuchel will turn Reece into a Kimmich type player who can play 3 different positions. See, that's my thing is that, do you guys think he's my right wing back, or he's going to move him around? Because I don't know. You know? Daniel, Cho, do you think
if I could
he's going to be like, no, right? Okay.
If I could add the last 3 questions into one, because I haven't addressed them as yet. I think Tuchel, if you're coming into a team that just sacked their manager, that must mean that something's going wrong, right? So you come into a team mid-season, they just sacked Frank Lampard, the results aren't going well, otherwise that wouldn't be necessary. So what's the first thing that I need to do? I need to bring stability. So what's the easiest formation, or what's the formation that I know best that can bring stability to a team that obviously needs it? Well, let me play 5 at the back. Let me be resolute. The idea that you're playing Wolves first probably even helps you in that, because you know that that's their tendency. So, yeah, I want to be stable and I want to be resolute, and I want to have the 3 center backs, a wing back or 2. But I do have this talent like a Hudson-Odoi in the team that I want to get in the team. I see him as a part of my project over the next 18 months. So how do I fit him in the team? Well, if I'm going to play with wing backs, do I play him as one of the number 10s in one of the front 3? I could, but I also have these other issues in the team with Werner, Pulisic, Havertz, Mount, and obviously the strikers like Giroud, Abraham, etc. So I guess he could be kind of a player that could play there. And the way that I have the team set up with the pendulum effect that happened. He just came with a plate. I'm like, all right. So yeah, I don't know if his position at right wing back is something permanent, because I don't think the back 3 or back 5 is necessarily what Tuchel sees moving forward. I think this is just a temporary, a band-aid, if you will, for the situation that he was brought into.
So what do you think he's gonna do?
I think probably 4-2-2-2 is probably his idea. So you're gonna have a back 4 of Chilwell as left back.
No, Alonso.
Well, I mean, no. God, 'cause I know better, so I hope he knows better. So Chilwell left back, Silva, Rudiger, Zuma, Christensen, pick one as the other center back that partners with Silva. I'd like to see Reece James at right back, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's Azpilicueta, just because, again, you want experience, stability, a head that you can trust. He's the club captain, all of that. Mendy as the goalkeeper, obviously. Double pivot, Kovacic, Kante, the 2 wingers, Hudson-Odoi on one side, and then you pick Ziyech, Pulisic on the other, and then as the front 2, any combination of Havertz, Ziyech, Havertz, Abraham, and Werner, I guess, would be the 3. Now, obviously, this doesn't leave a space for Mason Mount, readily identified. However, he could play in the 2 if you need him. So, yeah, that's where I think he's probably going to go, or 4-2-3-1, either way. But I don't think back 5. Again, you'll see principles, but to be overtly back 5, I don't think he's going to do that. But it's for the moment, and it makes sense.
Yeah. So the question with that is, would you expect him to change to the 4-2-2-2 this season?
No.
Exactly. That's what we're all saying.
No, because I think someone even.
But see, like here's the thing though, he might right now. I don't think Tuchel's thinking I'm going to play a back 3. I'm going to play a back 5, but he could have so much success with it while he's getting stability with it, that he might look at the team and think, if Alonso is going to be scoring goals, if Cho kind of does work here, if I do have 4 or 5 center backs at the club and I'm trying to fit them in, if Reece James and Azpilicueta do have a role on the right side, if I do have 3 midfielders who I think can play in those 2 with Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic, pick whichever one you want to leave out, they can come in. The team kind of is set up in that way because it's still kind of held over from Kante, Sarri, and Lampard days. So it's not like the team doesn't know what to do. Like I remember when Wolves asked Spilicueta to put the cross in to Giroud, and I was like, he gets to do his cross again because he only has one, and it was
cross from deep, yeah.
But he did it, and I was like, I'm sure he feels good because I know what to do in this role.
Yeah.
So it could develop into all right. This is just what we do, but in his heart of hearts, I don't think he wants to play this way.
You see, BBC, that's where I was going to, because his main aim may be, okay, this is a patch-up job, and I really want to do 4-2-2. But if this is so successful, Alonso is scoring loads of goals, you're winning games, and you look good. You see, you have to be a manager. I know that every new manager that comes in, you have to afford them their philosophy and how they view the game. But if you come in and say, this was a patch-up job, but I've just stumbled onto something that's actually pretty effective, why change from it? Because again, do Chelsea have, unless you know that you're going to go out and get Alex Telles in the summer, because right now Chelsea don't have a quality left back, because Chilwell and Emerson are mid, and we already know about Alonso. Right back, okay, it is what it is. It's solid over there. So, but in this formation here, you know that Pulisic could maybe ghost in and work at the wing back, and we know that Alonso works here very well. So, if this works, and you know that Kante was successful with this, albeit with different players, but still more so a mixture, I don't think it would make sense. That's what I say. You just have to just see.
It wouldn't make sense this season if the success continues. But once you have preseason, a summer to work on your ideas, although there is a Euro, so maybe not as much as you might think, it makes sense to just keep it as it is. But again, as Abdullahi said, I wouldn't be surprised if he switched to 4-2-3-1 or 4-2-2. So,
Abdullahi, are you functional now?
I'm just finished it now. You see,
wait for a bad take now.
I don't think the back three is gonna be like forever. I just think he has a. It depends on the team we play. That is the reason it's kind of switching the formation. Maybe a team who knows how to defend is gonna go like a back three with them, or if like an attacking team. It depends. So that's why I said I want to see the Southampton, the Liverpool, the Man City, the United. So those kind of attacking team, I want to see them play against us. Maybe it's gonna go a back three or a back four. Because for me, Chilwell is class A for me. Class A. It's not even signing at all.
How many people do you think belong in Class A, Abdullahi?
Everybody. This guy has put everybody in. Obviously, Class A is full. Everyone, is it the Class A or scholar?
Chilwell, Arrizabalaga, get out. Just go. Get out of the team. Give me a proper left back.
No, okay, no, actually.
Respect, man.
Could you pull up the Chelsea squad? Could you go on Wikipedia and pull up the Chelsea squad? And I want to know, Abdullahi, how many people would you keep of the people that are here in Chelsea's team? Or
let them pull it out.
How many need to leave? I guess would be what I want to know from you.
How many will leave?
Yeah.
Based on
this thing. Let me bring this thing for you.
You are not useful to Chelsea.
Let them bring it out. Let them bring it out.
So that's what I'm curious about.
I've been saying it from them. HH to not listen to me. Was like, next go back.
I don't listen.
Abraham, get out.
Right.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Kepa.
Arrizabalaga, go.
Rudiger.
Alonso, out. Rudiger, out. Christensen, get out. Just go. Boom. Camden, I don't want to see you. Jorginho, bye-bye. I'll keep Thiago Silva, Conte. Abraham, get out. Bristol City, Accrington FC, bye-bye. Go. I'll keep Kozuma. Oh, my God. Willie Caballero, thank you for your service. It's time to go. Bye-bye. Get out. Timo, keep. Pulisic, keep. Conte, keep. Kai Havertz, Emerson, bye-bye. Ask me because I captain maybe 2 more years or 1 more year. Good. Reece James, Gilmore, Ziyech, Ben Chilwell, go back to Leicester City. Or sell him like 10 million or some. So just go. So Joe, Mount, Giroud, 34 years of age. When the season ends, Inter Milan or AC Milan. Bye-bye. Thank you for your service. Kovacic and the rest, keep them.
Basically, according to Abdullahi, Chelsea shouldn't have a squad number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 15,
Wait,
18.
wait. What did he say about Cho? Did he say to keep Cho and Mount or to sell them?
No, keep Cho amount.
Oh,
He said Giroud.
He said
Sell
Chilwell.
Giroud.
What about Gilmore? Did you say loan or?
No, game must stay. Game must stay.
Gilmore has that. He has that ability. I'll keep Gilmore. He has that. He can be coming in from the bench.
No 1, no 2, no 3, no 4, no 5.
Get out. Get out.
No 9 as well.
yeah.
Damn. That's not even a striker. That's like a show. That guy showbiz.
Chelsea would have
Like
no
fashion
single
designer.
digits. No single digits.
No, but do you know what Chelsea's biggest problem is? Chelsea don't have a striker.
Look how many captains they have. What the hell?
They have 5.
How do you have 5
I think
captains?
it's based on who's captain this
Yeah,
season.
I think who has received it. So that I think Wikipedia just says, oh, since you've had that gambit, we'll just make you 5.
Captain, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Like what the hell?
Yeah, it's not accurate. Sorry. Meh.
So damn.
Yeah, see, the biggest issue that Chelsea doesn't have a striker. They don't have this is the striker for this team. They don't have one.
Yeah.
That's why I'm worried because now I'm hearing more stupidness. You want to spend 120 on Haaland. That is giving me problem because Haaland coming in. What if he flop? Oh my God. Hi. Alvaro Morata 2.0. I don't want that. I don't. What if he flop? I don't want that. I don't.
Yeah, I think
that's my problem.
I think you can spend the Haaland money better. If you have 120 mil to spend, I think you could probably spend that in better areas than I think. I mean, the Upamecano is there for 40 mil. Go get him.
Yeah.
Alaba is there. Alaba is there for free.
It's free.
Show up your defense. You can also play midfield like that.
Alaba would make sense, man. That would make so much sense.
Oh my God, Alaba and this team will be insane, man. And then I think we're missing, if we're gonna play the inside forwards, someone who can probably score goals. I think Havertz long term might be the guy, but maybe you can get someone, just in that inside forward space who can go wide as well, and probably another box-to-box mid. So
I'm thinking of 2 players in my head, but I think the problem is who goes. One is Eduardo Camavinga. That's a direct replacement for Jorginho. Get out. That's a perfect replacement for Jorginho. Let's go. That's a replacement for Jorginho. And the second one is the problem is an injury-prone player, and you caused it. You rate him too much. Ousmane Dembele. I rate Dembele very well. But the problem is, he's an injury-prone player. Now that you are rating Dembele now, he may come to Chelsea and become a scholar. And I don't want that. You're rating him too much. He's a very good player, but now.
Please, please don't click on this.
No, don't. Just exit, man.
No, I was just joking, man. And what was it called? What was I going to say, man? Ousmane Dembele. Look, the only issue with him is just injuries. That's it, man. It's like he would be amazing, but are you going to get a guy who can be fit for a whole?
Who do you sell to get him? Let's not ask Abdullahi because he'd sell everybody. But
Pulisic.
What?
For Ousmane Dembele. If I have to get rid of, okay, so what are my choices? Okay, so does it have to be a winger or just any player?
Well, you would
no
think
winger. It can be winger.
You would think if you're bringing in Dembele, there's already kind of too many people for those 3 roles anyway. So that's another one that you'd add on top of that. So who do you think should leave of Giroud, Tammy, Mount, Havertz, Ziyech, Werner? There's like 6 already that are basically competing for 3 positions. Hudson-Odoi. There's like 7.
It's between Giroud and Tammy.
If you're looking at next season, I think you're looking at 4 roles. If we're talking of the 4-2-2-2 or the 4-2-3-1, so 4 roles thereabouts.
There's still 7 or 8 players though.
Hey man, I'll take all of them. Nah, I think look, Giroud goes easily. Because next season I don't see how he gets game time if Tammy stays. I think you're looking at one of Giroud or Tammy leaving.
But if they leave, then the club will then buy an actual number 9, in addition to a Dembele if they want him. Because there's no way you have one traditional number 9 at the club. You wouldn't do that, surely.
Havertz can play the false 9. Yeah, I get what you mean though. I get what you mean. But look, I think Pulisic, I don't know what's happened to that guy this season, man.
This could cause board trouble, Eddie. Imagine Tuchel wants a number 9, but the club is like, you already have Havertz that can play there, or you could play Werner who could play there. Or let's say he doesn't want one, and then they buy one for him anyway.
I mean,
Like,
that's
No. But I was reading.
Coordinated with the coach, because if it isn't, it's going to cause issues.
But I was reading that Abramovich actually says that he's going to try and fight hard to bring Haaland. That's what.
Yeah, he said if Thomas Tuchel make top 4, he's giving Thomas Tuchel 120 to get Haaland. He doesn't care how much Dortmund want to sell. He's buying Haaland in the summer. He said it out already. Give me top 4, I'm getting you Eden Haaland. He said it. So that's the big problem, because now you're getting Haaland for 120. What if he
That's
flop?
why he has all the knowledge on what Roman Abramovich has said.
He knows him personally. He knows him personally. He says, yes, he said it. I was like, do you know this guy personally?
I got it on the phone.
Do you know this guy personally? See, for me, Haaland, the thing about Haaland is,
He knows Russians, Heffel.
Haaland looks like the real deal, but it's still a risk.
It's the Bundesliga. You can't trust that place.
yeah.
He was scoring goals for Salzburg in the Champions League.
But in the Austrian league.
True. No. I said in the Champions League. He was scoring goals for Salzburg in the
Red Bull
Champions League.
Salzburg. I'm like, Salzburg, that's Austria, right?
Yeah.
No, but he was scoring it for them in the Champions League.
Against
no,
who?
Liverpool. Did this guy get Liverpool?
Who is in Dortmund's Champions League group this year? Look it up, please.
Oh no, it was Lazio.
Club
And-
Brugge, Lazio,
Club
Zenit-
Brugge.
Zenit-
He scored
Zenit
4
St.
goals in the
Petersburg.
Champions League against Club Brugge, and people are telling me, "Oh, he's doing it in the Champions League." It's the Belgian league, or wherever that is. Club Brugge, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Don't give me.
He scored
Champions
against
League.
Liverpool and PSG. So those are big things.
Morata scored against Liverpool. You gonna buy him?
Abdullahi Wood, bro. I'm telling you.
He scored a really good goal against Liverpool. All right, let's go get him. I think we've seen that, been there, done that.
I mean, based on Abdullahi's thing of strikers, Morata can score with his head. So
Okay, so who did Chelsea get? No. Who do Chelsea
But he
get
can't
as
score
striker?
with his feet.
wait, what do you mean? HH, you say who did Chelsea get? Or?
So Giroud is not a top tier striker. We know that Tammy ain't there yet. Werner isn't a striker per se. He sort of plays in the half space. Who do Chelsea get where, all right, this can be that dude? Because literally the last quality striker Chelsea had was Costa.
Yeah.
You know?
HH, please, God, woman, give me this man. I don't want this Alan hype. Hey, I don't want to say
So,
my mind. I'm just
You
giving my
want,
cool
you,
at
so you
the
want,
moment.
you want to get Victor
Haaland is
Osimhen.
good.
Osimhen just joined Napoli. He
I don't
just
think
joined
God
Napoli.
wanted to hear that prayer, Abdullah. You cut out kind of bad. So
I said, Roman. If I'm Roman, I'll go for Osimhen than Haaland for me
okay.
But he's at
because
Napoli.
I can improve him. Yes, that's the problem. Napoli, the ADL, like, what's his name? What's that man called? That man is changing. He doesn't want to spend money. He will be telling me Osimhen is not playing. He will tell me Osimhen is 120. I'm gonna be like, are you mad? 120 what? It's not. How many minutes has he played? So that's gonna be the problem. For me, I will go for Osimhen than Haaland. Haaland is a very good striker, but my problem is the Bundesliga. That's my issue. It's even at the APL. I will trust Osimhen because Osimhen can improve. It's a raw number 9 for me. That's a pure number 9. That's a number 9. You can improve him a lot because he will get more. He can score with his both feet like normal actual number 9 does. But Haaland can also do the same thing. But my problem with the Bundesliga is my issue with Haaland.
Yeah, because I just... Sorry, let it go.
The guy I'll be interested in seeing, and Chelsea have been linked with him before. I don't know if they'll go back in from Lautaro Martinez. That would be a fair shout.
As a striker?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I mean, because see, if he had said this to me like a year ago, I'd be like, okay. Seeing him a lot more now, and ever since Barcelona were really heavily linked to him, dude has declined, man. He's not been that same guy. You know, he's just not been that same guy. And to now say, okay, this is now our marquee signing who are now looking to get goals. And remember, he's not a striker. He's a support striker. He plays behind the striker. So he plays behind Lukaku. I'm talking about who is a striker. Because, see, the weird thing now is that we're living in a world where there are no strikers.
There's not many number 9s here.
Yeah, they're not actual national number 9. So it's about inside forwards and wingers
Lukaku.
to come back
no.
to Chelsea.
I mean, it'll never happen, but that would be fun. And I think somebody said I called Haaland trash. I didn't call Haaland trash. I'm just questioning how good he is actually, because how can you trust the German league after what you've been seeing with Timo Werner and Kai Havertz and all the rest of these guys?
Don't forget the Liverpool guy as well.
The goals don't necessarily translate. Look at Real Madrid striker Jovic.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Couldn't buy a goal from Madrid. Goes immediately to Frankfurt and gets 2 immediately. So I don't. These things add up in my mind. Where I'm just like, I'm not saying he's bad. Of the options, he's probably the best one, and everybody wants him. So PSG would take him. Liverpool would take him. Madrid, Barca would take him. So if Chelsea somehow find a way to get Haaland, nobody's going to say, he flopped. Well, you wanted him too. But I do question how good is that league. And then trying to translate, okay, if he scores 30 goals in 34 games, how many is that in the Premier League? How many is that in the Champions League? So, yeah. Basically, my point was, don't tell me scoring against Club Brugge means that you can do it week to week in the Champions League, or in the Premier League, rather. Sorry.
Right, guys, I got a question for you. Has Haaland passed your eye test or not?
He got a 22% on the eye test.
The reason I'm asking is because you have not jinxed that guy yet. No nickname, no jinxing yet. He's performing now. When you jinx that guy, he's going to class B. He's going to
People
class
want to
B.
bring
If you
back
jinx him.
Patrick Bamford. Wow.
Look, man, as I said again, I say for Haaland, I said the guy as a footballer is in that great, but the guy scores goals. Look, we'll be back here on Thursday, man. I need to go and do some late night editing, and you too as well, Daniel. Editing as well. It's active, man. So guys, look, man, in the link below, man, our sponsors, man. Manscaped, man.
My shirt's
Shave your
over
balls,
there.
man.
It's like in a different room, but
Shave your balls, man. Link is below. Use the code CCS, and you can get 20% off this great package, which is where you can shave your balls, look good, look fresh, look at how lovely Abdullahi looks, man. Look at how well groomed he looks, man. You know, so
you can even use it on your head. I tried it on my head rather than my nuts.
Bald gang, man. Bald gang as one. Bald gang, man. Cold man. So
Eddie, stop laughing, please. Thank you.
Why would you use a ball shave on your head, bro? It's got a lawnmower for a reason. But hey,
it's a sharp shave, man.
I will explain off air.
Oh wow.
But people get some Manscaped, man. Your ladies will thank you for it. You got the lawnmower, you got the weed whacker, you got your ball toners, your ball deodorant. Make sure you use all their products.
Ball toner.
Yeah, man. Everything works. I've used it. It's nice. So, hey, y'all get on it, man. The code's in the description.
Yeah.
Manscaped.com. Use the CCS. CCS is our thing, yeah?
Yeah, CCS. 20% off.
20% off free shipping.
Yeah, man. So, guys, look.
Making I use cocoa butter. Don't use Manscaped. Use cocoa butter.
This is why we don't have sponsors, man.
Thank you. Because of this joke, look, my friend, mute your mic, Jerry. So look, we're going to be here Thursday. So literally Thursday, we'll basically be doing the show straight after the Tottenham game, man. So I think Thursday's show will pretty much show a reflection on what goes down on Thursday, the day of 4. So guys, stay well, God bless, stay sexy, stay sassy. We'll see you guys on Thursday. Peace.